Every sunrise whispers a promise that even the smallest effort can rewrite your destiny. Dreams don't come true by chance. They grow from the soil of discipline and patience. In a forgotten corner of a dusty village, a lazy boy named Raju discovered that success isn't about sudden change, but about planting one good habit at a time. This is his story. In the quiet little village of Rampur, where bullock carts creaked along sandy roads and children chased kites across open fields, lived a boy named Raju. He was bright, quick-witted, and full of dreams, but also incredibly lazy. Every morning his mother's voice would echo through their simple clay-walled home, "Raju, get up. The sun is already cooking the earth." But Raju would just pull his blanket tighter over his head and mumble, "Just 5 more minutes, Ma." Those 5 minutes always turned into an hour. Raju often talked about doing something big with his life. He wanted respect, purpose, maybe even a little fame. He admired people who seemed to have it all together, the shopkeeper who opened his store before dawn, the teacher who spoke with such confidence, and the police constable who walked through the market square in his crisp, starched uniform. But unlike them, Raju could never stick to anything. One week he'd decide to start exercising. The next he'd quit. One day he'd swear to study for hours. The next you'd find him on the rooftop, flying kites without a care in the world. His dreams were alive, but his discipline was dead. One dusty evening, as the sun painted the sky a brilliant orange, Raju wandered to the edge of the village where an old man named Gopal Kaka lived alone. Gopal Kaka was a retired army soldier, known for his sharp eyes, strong back, and peaceful, unwavering routine. Every single day, at exactly 4 a.m., he would wake up, sweep his courtyard, do push-ups, read a book, and then tend to his garden until the first rays of sunlight kissed the ground. Raju often wondered why the old man kept such a strict schedule when he had no job, no boss, and no deadlines to meet. Finally, his curiosity won over his laziness. Kaka, Raju asked one morning, watching the old man work, "Why do you keep doing the same boring things every day? Aren't you tired of it?" Gopal Kaka looked at him kindly, a gentle smile creasing his weathered face. "Beta," he said, wiping the sweat from his brow, "habits are like farmers. What you plant today will grow tomorrow. You may not see the crop now, but one day your habits will either feed you or starve you." Raju didn't fully understand those words at that moment, but something about them struck him deep. That night, he couldn't sleep. He lay awake, thinking about all the things he'd started and never finished, the books half-read, the promises half-kept, the dreams half-lived. What if, he thought to himself, the secret to success isn't luck or talent? What if it's simply doing the right thing every day, even when you don't feel like it? Before dawn broke the next morning, Raju forced himself out of bed. His body screamed for more sleep, but his heart whispered, "Try." He splashed cold water on his face, tied his worn-out shoes, and stepped out into the misty morning. He started running. 200 meters in, his lungs burned. His legs felt like they were made of lead. Every part of him wanted to stop, but he remembered Gopal Kaka's words. He didn't stop. The next day he ran again, the day after that, again. After a week, his body still ached, but something had changed. He could run a little farther. He felt a little stronger. The sleepy fog that once clouded his mornings was beginning to lift. Then he added a new habit, studying for 1 hour every evening. No excuses, no showing off to anyone, just quiet, steady effort. Days turned into weeks. Weeks became months. One evening, sitting under the old banyan tree, Raju realized something magical. Discipline no longer felt like punishment. It had become natural, like breathing. He woke up early without his mother shouting. He studied without anyone reminding him. He felt alive, focused, and proud, feelings he'd never really known before. Months later, a government notice spread through the village. A job recruitment rally was coming. It required both a physical test and a written exam. The village buzzed with excitement. Young men began practicing, some bragging loudly, others trying to cram last-minute lessons. Raju stayed calm. His preparation had begun months earlier, quietly, patiently, through habit. On the day of the physical test, the sun was blazing, the whistle blew, and the boys started running. Many sprinted too fast, trying to show off their initial speed. Soon they were gasping for air and slowing down. Raju kept a steady pace, controlled, focused, determined. His months of discipline carried him forward when others grew tired. He finished strong. He cleared the first round. Then came the written test. While others panicked, trying to memorize everything in a single night, Raju was already prepared. That 1 hour a day had built him a fortress of knowledge, brick by brick. Weeks later, a letter arrived with the government's seal. His hands trembled as he opened it. "Congratulations, You have been selected. Raju stood frozen, his eyes filled with tears. He ran inside. Ma, he whispered, his voice thick with emotion. Your son did it. His mother hugged him tight, crying with pride. The whole village gathered to celebrate the boy who once couldn't even wake up on time. And somewhere on the edge of the crowd, Gopal Kaka smiled quietly, his eyes glistening. He placed a hand on Rayu's shoulder. See, beta, he said. Motivation is what starts you, but habit is what keeps you going when your strength fades. Rayu's story isn't just about success, it's about transformation. We often believe that big change requires big, dramatic effort. But the truth is, real transformation grows from small, consistent habits. You don't need to rebuild your life overnight. Start with something simple. Walk for 10 minutes, read 5 pages, wake up 15 minutes earlier, do 10 push-ups. Every small step is a seed planted in the soil of your future. One day, those habits will grow into a life you are truly proud of. Remember, your habits are your farmers. They can feed you with success or starve you with regret. The choice is yours. If this story inspired you, don't let it stop here. Start your own habit today, no matter how small, no matter how late you think you are. Because the smallest steps, when taken daily, lead to the biggest changes of all. If you enjoyed this story, please consider subscribing and joining us for more inspiring tales. Your transformation doesn't end here, it only begins. Thanks for watching.